And we're live. I think we're live. Yeah. Shout out to Esther and Odetta for being the first one in this morning. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra, special, big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. One of the crossing guards hit me up this weekend. Shout out to her, the one that I met in the grocery store. Shout out to the AC people, them it's still hot outside. Shout out to law enforcement personnel. Shout out to medical field personnel. Shout out to whatever your job description is. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's up and out to get it this morning in an honest way. By the sweat of a man's brow, so shall he eat bread, right? All right, and that's where we're at. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others. As much as you want good for yourself, you're a good person. Shout out to you. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in this morning. Let's unpack. Yo, I wanted to unpack this all weekend, but I've been driving since Thursday. So, I don't know the thing go already. I had to do a quick live on Friday from a hotel room somewhere, and that's it. And then there's a lot that's been going on all over the weekend. So, this morning we're going to unpack such. Shout out for real too. All right, Choice Clooney, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. The chat is open this morning. The number is open as well. You can call in if you feel like it when the topic gets a little bit more steamier, because we're going to be talking about. Listen. I see Gully Bop. I see Auntie Donna do a video, and in the video she had Gully Bop. Remember Gully Bop? Every girl want to walk off on me. Boom. Yeah, I see that Gully Bop in the video looking really bad, right? And Auntie Donna did ask for help for Gully Bop. But in the process of Auntie Donna asking for help for Gully Bop, she called out two names. She called out all his exes. So she called out Amari and she called out Chin, right? And she said anybody else who get a walk off fight or get a walk off him or whatever, when he was hot and steamy out there, burn up the charts, he was the viral sensation. Him need help now. Both of them have answered. Chin answer. Chin answered and Amari answered. We're going to look at Chin's answer and we're going to look at Amari answer as well, right? We're also going to talk about something here that I just came across. Well, child support being ruled unconstitutional by the Supreme Courts, and forever alimony has been abolished in the state of Florida. So we have a couple of things to talk about this morning. Some people free paper bun up. Some people riches are their plans to their plans to riches is gone, right? We had this conversation before where I talk about, and it's not no disrespect to any hardworking woman who has her stuff planned, but I was kind of letting the men be aware of certain things that were going on. Like they will plan for you, and you will be the only one over there thinking you are so in love when all she did was look at you and think, Simon's a good, caring man, but he's not really my type. So what me I gonna do is me I gonna hurry up and have two picnic for him or one picnic for him, and then stay with him a little bit, and then hopefully he married me, and then divorce, and then collect my alimony, one payment, and then collect the child support and next payment, and hopefully leave with the house as well, and next kind of payment. So that, and then she will go find who she wants. This is a real thing that's been happening, right, to men. So coming across this whole the Supreme Court ruling that child support is constitutional, lucky you got some explaining to do. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. Hey, people, me fix my teeth. See that? Yeah, I was in Atlanta recently. Went to go see the dentist. The people that will fix your teeth and make your teeth them look pretty and these things. I had asked my audience before. I said, "Do y'all think I should get the veneers?" and they were like, some people are saying, no, don't do it so flow because then we drop out and then you're gonna left with baby shark teeth. And I didn't want to be left with baby shark teeth. So I tell them, say, me no want my teeth them shaved down. I want if the veneers crack, break, come off, anything, I can still smile with my regular teeth. So that's exactly what we had done. So my teeth weren't shaved invasively, just little adjustments here and there to let the thing sit properly. I got a bridge, two bridges I'm supposed to go get in Miami, and then my stuff will be complete. This was the year. Remember, I know we call this year Take Care of Yourself year. So remember, I started out the year with two things in my eyes, right? And then I went and got my eye surgeries. Now there's no more things in my eyes. The thing them in my eye, they kind of make my eye them look like me I look cross-eyed, or me I look like me I look in a different direction or whatever. And some people used to use it and make joke on them thing, but it was all terrestrium is what it's called, and it's pretty common in people who have spent a lot of time outside in the sun, because of sun damage that does it to your eye. Sun and wind damage that did it to my eyes. Well, we took care of that, and then we went and took care of the teeth as well, right? Get my regular cleaning, went and got my, so because smile now. I'm telling you already, say me not gonna be one of them man that will grow up and reach certain age and then all of my teeth them gone. If I are two things me I save money for. Me I save money for the surgery for when my body dead. If me reach a case there, which when my body dead, as that drop down, we are in there, doc. No long talking. Fix that up again. Yeah, fix up my kickstand. Me go on again, round two, and then my teeth. I'm not gonna be walking around out here with big old no teeth in my mouth. Or me a chew dumpling with gum. So them two things that was priority for me, along with my eyes. So now I don't have nothing in my eyes anymore. My eyes looking good. Teeth them look good. I'm feeling good. All right. Take care of yourself, man. That's what it's all about. You're maintaining your house, and you're maintaining your car, and you're maintaining other people. Maintain yourself. Yeah. A lot of people do this to themselves too. That's how big people talk real quick. See? A lot of people do this to themselves. When you get in a relationship or something, you maintain other people, and then when them gone left you, you look at yourself and you're all torn down. I remember one specific lady, me not call your name, but you know who you are. She actually take a man, and when the man came into the relationship, the man had no teeth. No teeth in her mouth, you know. She pick up a man with no teeth. Me I talk about a woman that had things going on in her life. She never need nothing from no man. She pick up a man that had no teeth in her mouth, and she looked at him like somebody where she could have fixed up. See? And she said, the man coming in my life with no teeth and left with a full set of teeth. Pretty teeth too. Like them there. So all teeth. Even teeth the man left with. The man left with our whole bank account, and him left with teeth. Our savings clean out, and him teeth them pretty. And me not talk about no slide out teeth. The man get him teeth them installed. That means him can go chew apple and corn and all them something there with him next woman, and she won't even know say him teeth them installed. And you all know that is an expensive procedure, right? We're talking 10, 20,000 US dollar to do them something there. She will fix him up for somebody else. So all I'm saying is fix up yourself. Here. Fix up yourself for you. And ladies, me not talk about fix up yourself like get no extra body and these things, BBLs and extra titty and all these things. No matter how old you get, them things are still going to be looking like your age group. All right. So with that said, SouFLo, they are proper white. You know, say the light that shine upon them, the light shining on them because I requested for them not to be proper white. We never want them gleaming white one day. I wanted them to match the rest of my teeth and look realistic. So I think it's the light in here. The light in here where shine upon them will make them feel. Here's the only downside though, because I asked y'all what me should I do, and no one to tell me don't do it, my youth, cause you know blah blah blah. All right. The shout out to Shakira. I left, went to go drop my son off in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta. That's where I got my teeth done. The funny thing is, the person that I wanted to do my teeth is a black guy, and you know when me I go get procedures done, I normally like to go to my own kind of people. Not saying that others can't do it. I just feel more comfortable. But it was taking a while to organize the logistics to get to him and all this. So I figured, okay, since summer's over, I gotta take my son back. I'll just schedule my appointment for him, spend an extra day, and we did it in 2 days. Right, one day we got the mold done, got the fitting, some little bit of shaving here and there done, and the next day we had the proper fitting done. All that. I came back and this woman done paint up doors in the house and rearrange my whole. I think this is my dog tags. Well, this is my YouTube plaque. My dog tags are up here, along with two dog tags with my grandmother on one and my brother on one. Two people that are dear to my life that I lost. And yeah, my U.S. infantry combat badge right there, the Jamaican American flag. She do her little thing with it. That's an occupational therapy. Quick reference handbook for occupational therapy right there. This is something I got from my daughter for Father's Day. Dad's workshop. If it don't broke, don't fix it, and all these things. You know, with my cards, and of course, two of the T-shirt them. To the brother out there that contacted me over the weekend and said, Wayne, big up yourself, Wayne. Wayne contacted me about some shirts and I hadn't gotten back to him yet. It's because I've been extra busy, my brother. Extra busy. I've been driving since Friday, so I'm super tired. Now, for the people them with the teeth thing, the only thing is getting used to them. You have to get used to them because every time I talk, I feel like they're about to like fly out of my mouth. Because in my mind, I'm still thinking like false teeth. And you know, false teeth, Granny used to have her false teeth and she put them in the cup side of the bed in some water and salt water before she go sleep. She wake up in the morning and she slide them back in, she shake them off, so dip them, like when you dip bread in a porridge, she dip her false teeth in her water, so and slide them off, slide them back in her mouth, and her mouth go from this mash mouth to regular mouth. I saw me feel with them something in my mouth. So I'm like, if I laugh or if I'm talking to y'all on the see the teeth and fly out of my mouth, and nobody laugh too hard, that just means I gotta go right back and go get them work done. But I'll take, I'll get used to them over time. She's a real handy wife. Prelis 123, great job, Shakira. She's a real handy wife. Yeah, I don't know what the hell she mad at right now, but people be acting funny sometimes. Me come on, man, everything good, and then next thing we know, the woman now talk to me. So I gotta go figure that out without getting y'all into my business too much. I gotta go figure out what the hell is that about. Something else to go figure out for the day, and me can't bother. So anyhow, anyhow, SouFLo, you're a man of your word. I try to be a man of my word. Yes, that's the only thing we have in this world, and I hate people that say stuff and then don't do it. Right? Even if I take long and the deadline miss me, I still get around to it. Because that's how I want to be remembered. I want people to remember me like, yo, anytime him says something, he's actually going to do it. I told people this before. When it comes to my kids, one thing I never say to them is I promise. Anytime you say I promise, you better be doing it. So my kids know, even from they were small until now that some of them big, Dad, are we going to so-and-so this weekend? I don't know. Let me see what I can do, how I could fit it into my schedule. If my daughter is like, if I say yes and my daughter goes, you promise? She does that for a reason because she knows that if daddy says, I promise, I'll move hell and earth to make sure that I act on that promise. But if me never say I promise, then I'll tell her, I didn't say I promise. I can't promise you this. I'll see how it goes. See? So I'm going to try to be a person of my word, man. She's mad about the teeth. Vicky Victory says she's mad about the teeth. No, I don't think she's mad about the teeth. My wife be having attitude for no reason. I don't know. You know how y'all women are. And then later on you find out how I don't know. I'm not I'm not really letting it bother me. I'm on a high vibe this morning. We're gonna get to the Gully Bop thing, We'll get to the Gully Bop thing because it's very interesting. Audrey Wright says no, there's a reason. Well, whatever the reason is, we'll see. Just let it run the course. I do the same. My husband just wait. We Geminis, Juno Bryan. That's dysfunctional as hell, though. And see, I'm not that kind of person. I'm very different. We are emotional. We don't need a reason. That's no, man. And you find that no make no sense. That no make no sense. PMS, I don't know. That don't make no sense. Listen, I'm the kind of person like this. As soon as something get me mad, I tell you exactly what it is, which means I'm telling you also how to fix it. You know what I mean? And I just feel like everybody should be that way. Whatever the case is, whatever you're mad at, even if you're mad at something trivial, you can come back and say, you know, sir, I don't know why me did upset about this, but it just crossed my spirit, get me upset. Like if she watching TV and she put it on like anything when me don't like, I'm a daddy, I watch it and me I say I'm trying to be a good husband, so I'm going to watch what she's watching, kind of thing, indulge in what she's indulging in, and then it start getting my spirit crossed. Like inside of my mind, something I said, "What kind of ratchet foolishness this low vibrational, nonsensical, stupid friggery there sit down and watch as a big man?" And my spirit just start get crossed, right? So I will say, like, yo, I can't take this no more. I could only watch so much of this before me. But I used to just get up and get mad and just walk away. And she would be trying to figure out why the hell he mad. We was just here watching TV, good, good. So I got to learn to, just say what it is. Say what it is and make the person know what it is, and then them can deal with it. But if people don't know what it is, your partner goes away thinking, what the hell? Now that's weird. Where I create space for? Because that's all you're doing is creating space. Are you creating space so you can go hide and talk to your side man or your side chick? Are you creating space so that you can, I don't know. That's weird. Weird. Relationships are weird. Relationships are work. You all right? What's wrong with your eyes? Ain't nothing wrong with my eyes. My eyes are good. Something was wrong with my eyes before. I had to them, and then I had a surgery on each eye, which was successful. So my eyes are now good. Marvelous Kelly says, "Oh Lord, Bridget, LOL. We are women. We are not supposed to make sense." Blood fire. That part there. But killing the dead don't make sense all the time, though. We can't help it. Keep looking left. Keep looking left. Keep looking left. Keep looking left. What that mean? Marvelous Kelly says, keep looking left. We can't help it. Bridget, Onika St. John, sometimes we don't even know why we mad. Really? When you just get mad and not even know why you're mad? My grandparents. No, man. Then you need to go seek counseling. Because there might be some seated stuff that's inside of you that you're not really looking into. You know what I'm saying? It might be that. Emotions. Audrey Wright says, me know why I'm mad every time. BM says, y'all just crazy. I think y'all know why you're mad every single time. I think sometimes you yourself knows that why you're mad is trivial, so you can't even explain why you're mad. So you just wait till later and you just make up something else and say, that me did mad about. But I know that you did really mad about. She might need to process it first. Yes, exactly. Point it is might not have had nothing to do with you. Hey, but I'm here, so I need to know. The man is there, so the man needs to know what you're mad about, or else he's gonna go away thinking it's about him. If you around your man and your man mad, vex out of the blue, and he's not explaining to you, you're probably gonna think it's about you, don't? Rosalind Smichael, big up yourself. 14 months of support. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Rosalind Smichael says, good morning, SouFLo and everybody. Happy Monday, everyone. It's money making Monday, motivational Monday, out to get it Monday. One of those. We used to call it manic Mondays. Because Monday come, everybody just run on one foot and heading out the door and got to get back to work and this after that. So we switch it up, call it money making Mondays and motivational Mondays. Always know what I'm mad about. I think we all always know what we mad about. We just sometimes realize, say, you didn't mad about some foolishness. And you're so embarrassed that you were mad about foolishness. You don't even know how to say to the others around you, this is the foolishness I was mad about, and I don't know why. I did just get mad. Like me telling her before, I'll be sitting there watching TV with her, and then I'm like, inside of myself, I can hear the voices in my head. This big, stupid, nonsensical, low vibrational. That's just how it sounded in my head, you know. And this year I watch, eh? This is what you watching here as a grown man. Man, get up and go find something constructive to do with yourself. You're wasting time. And then my spirit just start getting angry. And usually I never used to speak it. And she wouldn't know why I was mad. She would just know that, damn, what happened to him? Like, we were good, chilling. And next thing we know, him just vex. Because I didn't know how to explain it because I thought it was trivial, right? I thought it was trivial. Now it's like, okay, we can watch something else now? You can change that now. I think we watch enough of that now. So you have to learn to communicate clearly, right? Communication is key, you know, and it takes them simple little things there can turn your union into something really bad, like unhappy, off the wall. Cause imagine me that I get mad because she want to watch our favorite shows, and it's not my favorite shows, and I'm just sitting there trying to be a good partner. Cause how come you never come sit on the couch with me and watch TV and cuddle up like how regular couples do this kind of thing? So I try to do it, but what you're watching is killing my spirit. I need to be able to say that. And you need to be able to facilitate that. You need to be able to reciprocate, to say, okay, I'll give me let's watch 15 more minutes of this, babe, then we find something where both of we can watch, right? That's how it goes. Clear communication is what works. Because if I get up and I don't say nothing and I'm mad, I'm gonna watch TV in our next room coming like where you are watch out there. So now we're both apart and you're wondering, well, what the hell just happened? Why am in the so I'm here, I'm in the turn on TV and he's not saying nothing, just have attitude. Now she's stuck thinking, anything. That's why she's mad because she know you are not enjoying it and you just sit there with the look in your face. Nah, me don't know. I don't know about that. Not today. Sometimes we need to stew for a while. Dorothy T says it's funny reading these women's answers. You know, keep feeding me, give me more. Cause me a no woman, so me can't understand where what your makeup is and how y'all operate. And every woman is an individual, every person is an individual, but people do have common traits. Men have common traits and women have common traits as well, as much as we are individuals. So it's interesting to read the women's comments on this, right? Saying like half of the time we don't know what we're mad about. Some say we just need to stew sometime. Other them, I think sometimes we're mad about stuff that we make up in our heads. Marcia Walters says, BM says, we all always help you getting through family things. We always here to listen and communicate with. And I appreciate that. Dorothy T says sometimes we need to stew for a while. Um, I don't know. But anyhow, watch me. Let's get into are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? So I'm looking. Let's do 5 minutes of this, and then let's go on to the Gully Bop, Amari, Shauna Chin, Auntie Dana, something. Before we go there, I feel bad. The tides are changing, right? And I feel bad for those. I'm watching a lady yesterday do a video. She's highly successful black woman. She did a video where she said, I should have never left my husband. She said I should have never left my husband because after I left my husband, I turned into a whore. I started sleeping with this one and that one and that one and this one, and I was chasing the perfect man, and I had the perfect man already. When I was this is the reason why she said she left her marriage, right? She said she left our marriage because she was becoming very successful at work in a corporate environment, and she started climbing the ladder rapidly, and then her income became like 3-4 times his income or whatever. And what she wasn't, so she started feeling like, I'm a big boss at work, people have to bow down to me, so when I get to the house, he got to bow down to me too. And she was like, that's my biggest mistake. I wasn't able to separate my work stuff from my home stuff, and I lost my husband that way. I filed for a divorce. I left him. And when she left him, the kind of men that she thought she attracted were not attracted to her. So she ended up sleeping with this one and that one and that one. And she said before she checked it, she was like, damn, I'm out here whoring. That's a lot of people I've slept with. So that was like one of the biggest mistakes in our life. I look at that and I look at this whole child support thing with the I'm gonna dig more into the ruling of the Supreme Court about the unconstitutionality of child support. And I know for a fact that DeSantis just abolished forever alimony in the state of Florida. So for those women who were purposely deceiving men, like to the point where she have two kids, those two kids, three kids, are those kids, those are a down payment because the child support is going to be so huge for them without him being around, right? So she has that money in the bag. And then because they've been together for a certain period of time, here comes the alimony payments. Alimony in the state of Florida used to be for a lifetime. I don't know if you could imagine marrying somebody. So I'm married to you, right? And we're married for about 5 years or so. And then it didn't work out and we ended up in divorce. Imagine me now having to pay you a check for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, because we were once married. Now, shout out to DeSantis. He made sure that go look it up. He just abolished it. So in the state of Florida, forever alimony no longer exists. The Supreme Court is cracking down on child support payments. They're ruling it unconstitutional, and there's going to be more talks around it. So the tides are changing. Serious talk. I have a military brethren who, we went through the same stuff. We served in the same unit. We went to war, everything like that. Frontline fighters, everything. This man came back, used his benefits, purchased his house. The woman that he fell in love with ended up taking away his house from him. So I speak this from a place that's personal. Took his house away from him, and the way how he was explaining it to me, how she did it and how it happened, I was like, damn. And then he realized that she didn't really love him in the first place. He said one of the most hurtful thing was when he drove by there one time and he saw the man that she is with, which he knows that she was cheating with before they even divorced. To see this man walking into his house with his ex-wife and his child, that hurt him so bad because it was like all she did was just remove him out the picture and she kept everything else going. She kept the house, she had custody of the children, all that, just a new man in the place. So shout out to the men out there. I remember our brother telling me, him say, SouFLo, me I drive on the highway, all me I think for do is just turn the car in a traffic and go head on with a truck or something. Come on, kill himself. Because the woman that he was with was dragging him through the courts. And I don't know if y'all know it, but in the state of Florida here and some other states as well, if you miss a child support payment, they put out a APB on you. Mean pick him up any which part you see him. You miss 2 child support payments, you get pulled over by the police for a broken tail light on your car. You're going to jail. Not for the broken tail light, you're going to jail for that child support. Your license has been suspended by the state. They don't even check you. They check DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, and suspend your license first. So you can't imagine being a driver for a living. Or how do you drive back and forth to work? It's like a mad system that needs a complete overhaul, right? So this brother was going through it so much he started thinking about killing himself. See? And I'm gonna put this out there this morning. It's a last ditch resort, but for the coming likes of people destroy themselves completely. And when time can take care of things, there's a way that you can actually stop all child support payment. There's a way that someone are not gonna like me for this. Some of you not gonna like me for this. There's a way that you can actually, but I would rather see you do this than see you kill yourself. Because when you kill yourself, she's still going to go find somebody else, and next man or raise your picking them and all these other things anyways. So it better you just stay alive and stick around, right? This is gonna hurt for a couple of years, but time takes care of things. And when your children are more older and more mature, they can sit and have a conversation with you as a grown person when they have developed the mental capacity to understand what it is you're explaining to them. So, a couple of ways you can completely stop child support. One is an agreement between you and the partner. Of course, that usually never happens because no woman nanga said, nope, okay, I don't want anything from you, then go ahead, right? That not gonna happen, but that is one way. Another way is terminating any child support agreement. That only happens after the child hits a certain age, which is 18. So you're trying to survive, your child is 2 or 3, and you have 14, 15 years to go upon child support payment, and she'll kill you. And no matter what you give is not enough, no matter what you do is not enough. She's being vindictive with it. She's being vindictive with it. The third option before you go killing yourself is to give up all your parental rights. If you relinquish all parental rights, it stops child support payment. And it's a hard thing to do because what comes with it. If you relinquish all parental rights, I'm in the law books right now reading this to you. Give up your parental right. A parent can decide to do this, but they will have to follow some specific state guidelines. Now, if a parent surrenders their parental rights, they do not have to pay child support anymore. It immediately stops child support. However, this also means that they no longer have any say in what this child does, and they cannot request visitation rights. So it's a rough road to go, but it's a better avenue than suicide, right? People have done it. And then when, hey, you know what? I'm giving up my parental rights. I'll see that child when that child hits 18. When he hits 18 and he's able to understand how vindictive you were and what you were doing to me and all this other stuff, I'll explain all that to him as a person. Until then, I'm out. Peace. Right? Don't let them hang you by your balls out here and you in a corner to where you start feeling like you want to take your own life and give up yourself on all these other things. I have Onika St. John Jones says, I have 3 kids and I never went to court for child support, but I understand why some people do it. Yeah, there's some walkless man out here though. And I understand that too. There's some real junker man out here that really have kids and they won't even give $1. And a lot of them, especially the ones who can afford it, those are the ones that kill me, is the ones that actually can afford it but refuse to, right? Those are the ones that kill me. Now, the women that kill me are the ones that always want more and more and more and more. And then she does stuff like girls' weekend trips, expensive hair and nails, and all these things. A $500 hairdo now, and all them something there. And when she wasn't doing that before, right? So you know the money ain't really reaching the child, but they'll argue with you and say stuff like, well, if I don't look good and feel good about myself, your child ain't gonna be happy. So a part of taking care of the child is a part of making sure I'm okay. With a $500 weave, hairdo, and girls trip, escape, weekends away, and all this. Where my kids at? They at my grandmother. They at your grandmother's or at their grandmother's. They at my mom's. Where you at? I'm in Jamaica. I'm down here on the bamboo raft getting a massage. And your child support money for your feet. Yeah. Yeah. So there's ways around it. And I just want the brothers them out there to know that. One lady said under the comment where it says the Supreme Court has ruled child support unconstitutional, she said, thank God I got my 18 years worth already. But I saved because I didn't need it, but I collected it because of the kind of person he was, and we couldn't get along. So I saved every penny of it. And when my child hit 18, I turned that money over to my child to start her life. I said, you are one in about 100 million. Not even 1 in a million. You're about a 1 in 100 million to save every penny of a child support. So I don't need this. I'll set up an account. When it comes in, I'll route it straight to that account and it'll stay there until the child hits 18. And then when the child hit 18, she turned over that in a lump sum check to her child to start her life. That is almost unrealistic. See? I hear you calling. I'm trying to put the phone on speaker. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, something. How you doing?
Morning, family. How you doing this morning?
I'm the lovely.
All right. I don't know if you have us on speaker or Bluetooth or something, but you're not coming through clearly, so we can't really hear you.
You sound better now?
Yes, loud and clear.
And you're touching a very important topic. That's child support.
I
was living in Florida.
Yeah.
Miami, exactly. Working at Miami Beach at a hotel. I'm working at north side of the fish, delivering fish from South Florida. They wouldn't let the child support take the money out of my checks.
They wouldn't let them take the money out your check?
No. Two company would never do it.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know until after 3 months.
DR says now he fears she will put him on child support. I don't know if that's for me, but I'm not afraid of child support. I'm not afraid of child support. We take care of my youth them regardless.
No,
in abundance too. So
I was paying her $400 a month. Because I had divorced and my 4 kids differently with my ex-wife.
Same.
But I got a son on the side.
But they wouldn't. The companies you work for wouldn't take it out. Wouldn't let.
No.
I don't know how that works, because usually it's not up to the company that you work for. And I've been down this road before, not personally, but I see how it works. So usually it's not up to the company that you work for. I don't know if your thing was a thing gone by or newer or what, but usually the company don't have a choice. The government sees that check.
Yeah, well, they never did.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I was giving her $400 differently.
Seeing.
So she take me to court.
She take you to court because she wanted more.
She want more.
Right. Where did this go? Talk. Where? Cause me know them story. I know. Where did this go?
Yeah, they give her more.
They give her more?
Yeah.
No, me know stories about a brother was given, I think he was given like 4 or something like that too, and she did want more, and took him to court, and she ended up getting $275 or something like that. Well, instead of the instead of the 4.
Like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure the judge, the other kids and everything, and they didn't say they didn't care. Because I switched the job and was driving the truck. So she get more. And you remember that 3 months that she never get no money?
You have to back pay that.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that.
You know the interest rate on that?
Yeah.
Oh man. And so spend my life in my Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. And see.
Drive the truck.
Yeah. And what some women do is this, right? Them stay upon your life case, like them watch every upgrade where you make. Oh, him start make more money now. Them go look up your salary and everything, even when you're not with them no more, right? And they're like, this job pay more. That means that him make more. So me I go court, go ask for more. And in some cases, and these are some of the things. So every time them set a limit, if she says I make more money, she can go to the court and ask them for more. These are the things that they're saying is ruled unconstitutional. Watch how it's gonna crumble. Watch how it's gonna crumble. These are the things that they're talking about. So she could go and ask for more, and she could always go and ask for more and more and more and more and more.
What she did wicked is move, change her address, change her phone numbers, and I can't get in touch with my son. So I talk to the people and they say I have to go back to court.
She change her address.
She moved.
So you can't get in touch with your kids.
And change 3 phone numbers that I used to have.
Wow. But you still have to pay the money though, right?
Say, oh no, you have to go to court. Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna check every week.
You have to come out and check now.
$75 every week.
Oh man. Well, brother, hang in there. You have an attorney?
No. You know what?
But here what? Not to cut you off. If a woman don't want me to see my kids them, that's the perfect time to relinquish all parental rights, and that would end your child support. Because if me can't see them and she's purposely making me not involved in their life, but she'll collect money off of me for them, me left she and them. Go and go raise them. You and your new man raise them.
Yeah, that's right, friend of you. and I will talk with him because I'm 16 now. You say if you don't want to do with me, then definitely.
Yeah, man, relinquish all rights, man. Matter of fact, I've seen people do this, and it was. Remember me telling my brother went through this, right? And every time my brother came into town, he was a truck driver, and he would say stuff like, "Yo, may I come in Friday around 6 o'clock, right? So coordinate with me, and someone can see my child and thing." And she would be like, "Okay, we'll be there. Meet us at 7 at this place." The brother show up 6:30 and 7 o'clock at such place. She's not there, and she kept doing it all the time. Where y'all at? Well, we're across town at somewhere else. Okay, then I'll come over there and get the child. Nah, because we about to leave to go down south to something else. And they kept doing that and kept doing that. And it was driving him crazy, you know?
She was just using him for the money.
Yeah. She was driving him crazy with that. So some women are very vindictive, and they have no problem using that child against you. And they also have no problem cutting you out of that child's life. They're not concerned about father-child relationship. They're more concerned about hurting you, keeping you away from the child. They'll even hurt your child just to hurt you. Yeah.
I asked her for 1 month every summer for the youth to make it meet them four sisters. You know, I know him four sisters.
Him don't know them.
No.
Wow.
And she wouldn't give me him. Tell me something, I'll kidnap man, can go to Jamaica, I'll kidnap him, man, can go to Pennsylvania, all them foolishness.
Yeah. Once them now make me see that, I'm relinquishing all rights, because what's the use? That means that you're only getting a paycheck off of me then. So I will with a quickness.
I always try to find him and sit down and reason with him, and reason with him. And if him mindset, where mother put it, it just
yeah, man, give it your best effort. Give it your best effort to clear your conscience, you know? That way you can say within your heart of heart self, I truly gave it my best effort to be a part of your life. And I really get a fight out, and you can honestly say, you know, it's not an excuse. This was the obstacle I had to face, and this is how it worked out.
Yeah, because my older than a year. I only grandchild at my older know, you know. I'm like, once you got 39 grandkids. And she wouldn't let me bring me with God, not tell her my mother was she go back to Jamaica. What? Somebody will kidnap me. I'm going to kidnap you for you. I'm going to be a child support.
Boy, I know what go already, man. I know what go already. But do your part.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself.
Manners and respect here.
Yeah, man. Bless.
All right. Bless. Kaz Robinson says, so what about the women that walk away and leave a man with the child and doesn't pay child support? For me, I could only speak for me, but for me, you can't walk away and left me with me picking them. I don't want $1 from you. I don't need no money from no woman to take care of my kids. That's the difference. You see, I have this conversation before, right, where I said I would never date a single mother because there's too much in the relationship, the dynamics of a single mother relationship, and you playing stepfather, playing father to a child that's not yours, especially if they're old enough. No say you know them daddy already and all these things. So a lot of people used to call me hypocrite. There were women that called me hypocrite. You're so hypocritical. You have children by multiple different women, but you would never date a stepmom. But here's the thing. Most moms that are single, that's taking on a man, she's taking on a man to come help her pay some bills. She's taking on a man that can financially help to support her and these children. You understand? She not take on no man just because she want to take on a man in most of the cases. So for me, it's a different case. Like the children, the mothers of my children, they're free to go be with go be with whoever you want there with. If you want to leave my kids them with me, left them with me too. And I'm not hounding you, asking you, calling you for not a brown penny, much less. I don't need nothing from a woman to take care of my kids them. I wish it could be the other way around, where the woman can be like, I don't need $1 from you to take care of your kids, right? But usually what it ends up being is, here's a personal thing for me. So I got divorced. And while I'm standing there in front of a judge, right? The judge said, this is my personal life, may I tell you now, you know. The judge said, New Year Harmony. The judge said, okay, so from your date of separation till today, how long has that been? And we're like, yeah, it was been a couple of like, okay, give a number, right? And we say, okay, it's been 2 years and something. The judge goes, pull out one calculator in front of me and say, okay, so you see what that brother just talked about? Him say his was behind a couple months before the child support kick in, and he had to back pay that plus interest. So imagine me now from date of separation to finalization of divorce. The judge start mats up. I said, whoa, and I didn't have a lawyer. I said, hey, I don't know why you don't have to match up anything because I have never stopped paying for my kids. I've been given a steady, even as soon as we separated, I made sure I cut that check every month like somebody told me that this is what I had to do. Me never have to wait upon no judge and no. Listen, when I was making my kids with their mom, it wasn't no judge in the room. It wasn't no court system in the room. I did what we did in there, do a thing, right? So I don't need them to come tell me about this is how much you're going to pay per month and you've missed so many months. So I, as a man, should already know that in my head. Like, okay, we don't play a Dolly House no more. The Dolly House broke up. She gone far away. But I need to still make sure that whatever finances are still going in that direction. And I did exactly that. When I explained that to the judge started smiling and laughing. The judge was like, you're a smart man. So, okay, so we don't need this then. That's exactly what he said. We don't need this then. And I was like, yeah. And I felt good because I did it without an attorney. You understand? And I felt good. And I've always been that way. No man have to ask me about if support my pick to them. I know woman don't have to come tell if you could give me my kids. Give me my kids. I bet you I won't ask you for $1. And I've done it. And I've done it. My children, the mother of my children from my first marriage, she can tell you, I never take $1 from her for the kids. Them not $1. I said I'm gonna keep these kids for as long as possible so you can get yourself together. Matter of fact, I used to file income tax at the end of the year. I split that check right down the middle and send half go give her. Some years I had her file income tax and keep the whole check. Facts. You think say woman would have do that for me? You think woman would have done that for me? You think they would have filed income tax and send the check come give me? And oh, you know you're a good dad. You've been paying all year, so let's share the check. No, them glad when income tax time come, them keep the whole check for themselves. I'm not bragging about this. I speak it because she could get on here right now in our comment section and be like, lies him telling. He's telling bare lies, but here what? Me know some me not lie. And I know I don't have anything to fear as far as her coming on and saying that because she would be lying. I used to actually make sure she get half. And if she don't get half, sometimes she get the whole thing. You can keep it. Yeah. So good men will always be good men. And we're not all the same. I'm one of those. I don't need nothing from you as a woman. Me need pum pum from you. Me need loyalty and affection from you and respect from you as a woman. That's it. Me don't need you for paying none of my bills them. I don't need nothing from you as for I can cook, I can clean, me can wash and fold clothes, me can clean up my house, I'll scrub it down whichever part. I can cook very well. I always maintain a good lifestyle. Like, me never live in a dump yet. I never lived in an impoverished community yet. So I live somewhere nice. Me don't need nothing. Absolutely nothing from a woman. So if you give me my kids them, I don't want a thing from you. Not even $1. But unfortunately, it's not the same the other way around, right? Because no matter what I see with women is, no matter how much money they make, they will still drag that man through child support. Even if they don't need the money, they'll still drag his ass through child support regardless. So for the man them out there who's going through it and feeling like you gonna have to do it yourself, it's not a wise thing, but relinquishing your rights is the best way to get out. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. All right, call back, please. SouFLo, you really have been raised correctly. Yes, man, some old country people raised me, man. Mas Clevie and Miss Ruby. My grandmother didn't play around. Let me tell you something, and my mom is the same way right now. You think my mother play about her grandpicnic them? Me I don't know loose boy. I better go find her grandkids and I better bring them to her. And the same thing was my grandparents was like that. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Not too bad. Hope all is well, and hope you have a blessed week as well as the viewers, you know.
Yes, sir.
I'm a very young person. I'm 22, 23 this Friday. So I don't think it's always good to hear these stories because there's no good in them, you know. I guess the only good in them is learning and observing from, you know, older folks who have been through stuff. And, you know, as a young man, I've always heard, you know, older men talk about, you know, working on yourself, working on your well-being, you know, building for yourself before you really and truly take up a partner, you know.
Right.
And I think even recently, it's not in any sense I'm feeling any pressure from society or anyone, but it's always good to think about the future, you know, plan out the future. And, you know, you never want to be in any situations of ending up in a divorce or paying child support and whatever, because it's always good to have a proper family structure, especially for when kids are involved, you know?
Yeah.
Because oftentimes
the people say you sound low and them can't hear you. So
you can hear me now?
Yeah, I guess you just need to speak up. You have a low tone. You're well relaxed.
So it's known that having a two-parent household is better than having a single-parent household, you know?
Yeah.
So for me, you know, hearing stories like this is always good in the sense that, you know, I try to learn from them so that hopefully in the future I can make these mistakes. And to be honest, sometimes it's not even mistakes in a SouFLo. It's like you're in a relationship more while and, you know, you're trying. And let me tell you, SouFLo, people spiteful when they're ready, you know.
Yeah, man.
And I feel as human beings, a lot of the times we're spiteful in the sense that we see somebody I try, and for whatever reason, people will give the end of the shit stick, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like things just not end up work out. So as much as you think that sometimes you have a good partner or whatever, sometimes you go through life, you're there with this person when you're 25, you're married when you're 28, and then by 35 you're divorced. And sometimes after the divorce, you look on you and say, yo, what go wrong? You know, and I like to cheat and didn't involve or anything. But I remember you doing a show recently when you stated that, you know, some women get married and after a couple of years them qualify for alimony or whatever, you know. And oftentimes what I get to realize is that sometimes people them want people who them it's like the saying go. It's like whether a man or a woman, right? Them want somebody, you know, but because they can't get that the specific person, they have to settle for less. But while settling, them use that person in the process.
Right, because you're not exactly who they wanted.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I tell people, oh, wait, not to cut you, something don't forget. That's why I tell people this. If the person you're with is not looking at you and saying, you are my person, this is my person, me not see nothing else after you, and there's no other for me but you. If that's not the vibe, then cut. Because that's what it's gonna come down to. Because they sure as hell did look at somebody else before and said, this is my person. Right? So if they're not give you that kind of vibe there, you have to know that already. Another thing is this. As humans, we change. We change. Don't expect the same person that you're with in 2013 to be the same person in 2023. We naturally change. We grow. We change. Our views change on things. So on, we change physically. We change mentally, emotionally, spiritually. We just change. Is it you have to have somebody that's going to be there through all the changes? And I've decided to love you for life through all your changes, right? So my change them now gonna be cohesive with where they're at right now in life, and that's where most people can't ride out that storm. So then comes divorce. I'm tired of this, man. I feel like me in this by myself. I want somebody else. I want somebody who can love me better than you, and this and that, and them cut upon you. When they're the ones that told you from the beginning, like, I'll ride with you to the end of the earth for life. This is, you know, and the same person used the same mouth to tell you, I'm out of here. Peace. So you have to be prepared for that at all times.
Remember, in SouFLo, I always tell my friend them this, you know. It's like, I would like to think that I'm a genuine friend. I'm not a genuine friendship, which I think that way, right?
Same.
And, you know, my often tell my friends them say, oh boy, SouFLo, we need to know I'm not going to be in the next 5 years now because we might be here all good and well, but 5 years down the line, I don't know what might transpire that will change me.
Mm-hmm.
And we're probably one of friends in the next 5 years and I look at me and say, yo, I want you, John. How John changed so? Probably I'm going to travel to one country and my eyes go open up to someone and come back a different person, you know?
Right.
So
and you have to leave room for that in life, my friend.
Even within those friendships, when you see those changes, imagine a relationship where you're intimate with this person, you know? A lot of the times people go through stuff so far. Let me tell you, you see, as human beings, you know, many human beings, we're suffering within themselves without telling people.
Yeah.
Because it's either a pride thing or sometimes they feel that people can help them to a certain extent that they would like to be helped. And, you know, understanding human beings is a very difficult thing. So far, no matter how you want to sit down a person and say, yo, baby, tell me what going on. Like, last week, good, like, want me now, you know? No matter what is bothering some people so far, they just now go tell you.
Yeah, if them not find you to be that person that they can tell. Yeah. If they don't find you to be that person. Manners and respect, my brother.
Yeah.
All right, here one. Dirty Cup said, Ja Rastafari, what kind of topic this aya? Yeah, all right, so we're going to change up the topic now. See, now we're going to get into the Gully Bop and Amari and Auntie Dana something. So we offer this. We had to open up the room, and usually I saw the thing go. For those of you who never been here before, sometimes we start a topic and boy, we can go whole morning on the one topic. That's the joy about doing this, right? Me, you are say, huh? Vicky Victory. Vicky, big up yourself. Vicky, what you know about this, Vicky? What you know about the Auntie Dana something and the let me tell you something before. My bias, you know. My bias, and I feel a kind of way. Remember when I told my audience, I said, yo, I'm gonna reach out to some people and I'm gonna let y'all know who I reach out to, who rejected me, who don't want to chat to me, who blocked me upon social media, and all these things. Well, straight up and down, Auntie Dana was one of the people that I reached out to. And the reason I reached out to her was because at the time, remember when me used to say, I'm collecting money so I can help people in Jamaica, and we pack the barrel them and we take down a list and we send the stuff them and these things. Okay. And Western Union have money to people and keep the receipt them in case somebody said them want to see the receipt them and these things. Right. All right. I think our audience wants to see who we are give them money to. Right? So my audience now, they're like, we can't really see who SouFLo are giving money to. So people are saying, yo, am I using money by Shakira things and these things? So I say, you know what? Let me connect with somebody who is underground, who is actually doing something where people can see. Dirty Cup, big up yourself. Dirty Cup said, this is a crazy SouFLo. I was just looking at my credit report and the best on it was my child support on your credit report. Oh God. Let's see what next woman in there says she had take trips. Yeah, she had drug her baby father got child support court and she had take trips in the meantime. Hey, whatever, man. All fun and games until the man that decides saying want to relinquish his parental rights and then you're out of a bag. Anyhow, so I reach out to the lady, right? And I figured, hey, this would be good to have her do it and we could funnel that money through her. This is what I was trying to organize. So I'll pinpoint the people and I will gather the money up from my audience and I'll send it there. Well, Shauna people will never answer me. And I know she's seen it. You know when you can tell when your message has been read? Yeah, so I know that she see it and she just never answer for whatever the reason is that she didn't answer. So anyhow, here she is over here begging for help for Gully Bop. So let's start out with that one first, right? Because I have so many questions. So here it is.
In IG, Auntie Dana here, and we have Gully Bop, the entertainer.
What's Gully Bop?
Over here seeking help in the planka shop. Him is sick, and we're calling out. Auntie Dana cannot help him. We're calling out all the entertainment fraternity. We used to work with ex-girlfriend, and everybody Gully Bop need help. I have him over on my YouTube live over on YouTube. Come on over there to watch. Anybody sickness can take. That's why people don't say take sickness because people Pastor bring him come here, see Pastor here. Gully Bop don't have a phone. We asking Amari, and who you did with again? The Chinese lady. Miss Chin. Yes. Miss Chin and all of your next girlfriend, them where you did have. If you even come up with even a $50 or a $100 anti-dana clean, all the site them will put your pink wall everywhere. All of the site them will always put him up. One me beg gonna share this so that Gully Bop can get help. Then bring him come at 99 for help. And do have a phone and he need bags.
Need bags.
Every girl will get a work off fine. See somebody put it up in the comment. Wanna please. No laughing planka shop. We serious. This is a serious thing. Him sick and him have their money and have food. Yes, a food too?
Yeah, man.
You don't have any children, Mr. Gully Bop? No disrespect, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So we are there. All right.
Between me and you, I'm afraid to talk, and I'm worse on the people in the room.
So you never look after your children then?
I never look after them. I'm mind them with them. Some of them, they know them more.
All right. So, Mr. Gully Bop, guys, please meet me over on the YouTube channel, Dana Go. We want to help Gully Bop calling out all the entertainers him sick and then bring him come at 99. I don't know if 99 is the headquarters. All right? So, meet me over on the YouTube and my phone I go dead while I can't stay upon it long. All right? So, if you can Amari, me know you, let me make a public plea for you. Miss Amari, let me put it on me. No disrespect. I know that you are no longer with Mr. Gully Bop. Well, the money them are blowing. I'm not even give the money. Hold on. I know that you are no longer with Mr. Gully Bop, Miss Amari. Shauna Chin, that's what your name, that's all? Shauna Chin and all of the girls them will get a work off of him. No disrespect. The song, we don't know if Amari or any one of them could do a little fundraising for him and help him just to get medication and food. Miss Shauna Chin, I'm not saying it in a bad way, or Miss Amari, please don't get mad with me. I am just asking, and because him come to 99 and this is the last resort for him.
Amen.
All right? I don't know if anybody on the life, the money them are blowing, want to give him like a food. I wouldn't stop him blessing. Hold on. Snuggle. I wouldn't stop your blessing. So please to share the live, guys. And watch me over YouTube. Me could see what, if you can give him a phone number. All right? All right. So, if you have any number, Pastor, give out your number.
788-7991, and it's 876. So 876-788-7991.
Yes. Amari, please, may I beg you, don't come out for me. Don't cuss me. I don't mean anything bad. It's not their responsibility, like it's not my responsibility as the first in my life. Me meet him, but we're talking about sickness here. Sickness we're talking about. So if you can just help him, all right? Yes. We're not, you know?
Watch Gully Bop style.
And then get slim down.
All
right? So by IG, you can meet me over my YouTube channel to hear what him have to say. All right. End video.
Oh, boy. Huh. All right. Step 2. We have Amari video. We have Shauna Chin video. They all responded. Before we get to that, if you remember when Gully Bop was doing a lot on social media and media, period, I used to cover Gully Bop a lot, to the point where me and Gully Bop get into some back and forth thing where him they tell me if I climb up on a tall ladder and throw my thought off in my mother Uzi. Right. I don't hold it against them because I responded to it, and I didn't respond in that kind of way either, right? Me just understand said that is Gully Bop and that's how he is. Plus the hype did get to him. The man said, I'll want 4-4, climb up on a tall ladder and somersault. Somersault, you know. Somersault. Not somersault. Somersault. Somersault off in my mother. All right. One thing Gully Bop never said to me was, take down any video you do from me. None of that. Out of the blue, like 2-3 years go by, and this YouTube just started striking my channel. Watch this. If you get 3 of them strikes, that the copyright infringement strikes in 1 month space, them take away your whole channel. So me reach 2. And I say, blood fire, I'm gonna lose the channel. We are trying to build a platform. I'm gonna lose the channel. Let me see who is sending the strikes and reach out to them and try to get something going. Right? Is a woman. I don't even think that woman that in a Gully Bop life no more. Is a woman that was claiming to be his manager. And she come on the phone and she goes, yes, and I'm the one that's sending them through YouTube administration, and I just want you to stop talking bad about Bop, and because he's a superstar, you know, and the superstars operate in a different space, in a different mental space and all this. I say, lady, I never said anything bad about him, but if you want me to remove all content that has anything to do with him, then I will do it. You don't have to strike my channel. She said, yes, go ahead and remove everything you have on your channel. Now, when you look on SouFLoTV, you don't see none of the Gully Bop video them when me do from back in the day, because I was forced behind the scenes by this woman to remove every single video I did of Gully Bop or with Gully Bop, or me and Gully Bop I go back and forth. Me never think that them. I didn't throw them away, erase them. They are saved, right? But they are not public to my channel anymore. I don't play with people's copyright infringement stuff. And I've always told people, you don't have to drag me through no court or try to destroy my platform. If you straight up call me and I'm easy to get to, and say, SouFlo, me not like how you do me that story there. Take it down. And you have my picture upon there to take it off. I'm gonna say just like this. Tell me which video, timestamp it, tell me where the picture is. Okay, I'll take it off. I appreciate it. Thank you, all right? The man that made me remove everything off of the channel. I say, all right, no big deal. When time me done remove all of them now, I call her back and the lady say, I tell her, I said, ask Gully Bop about me, because me and him went back and forth and Gully Bop never had a problem, because even through going through all the back and forth, you can't bring up one video where I disrespected him or spoke stuff about him that I didn't know about to degrade him or anything. Here she know. Mr. Whatever your name is again, can't really remember, but so she said, no, Mr. Whatever your name is, I can't really remember again, but Gully Bop don't remember you. I'm sure he doesn't remember you. Gully Bop is a superstar and he's around a lot of people. And you know, these vloggers and you're the least of anything. He doesn't remember you. I said, wow. If a man make a video, and I do one long video, you know. If a man make a long video, matter of fact, he made a couple of them about me. And I played those videos on my channel about me. And then I responded, added my response to it. Y'all tell me about him, not remember you. And woman, me know me they really want to say to her, I really wanted to say, who is you? Because for one, me sure say Gully Bop no know say y'all do this, shaking down people on his behalf. Because as bad as Bop is, he ain't that kind of person. And for two, you hear what me just say? As bad as Bop is, he's not that kind of person. And he probably not even did know say that woman there do them something there. Right? Right. Somebody really want to ask her like, woman, who is you? Who you? But she represented herself as his manager, and she had access to his YouTube stuff to the point where she could contact YouTube administration, show proof that the copyright stuff is theirs, infringement on my part, so I have to take them down. All right. Now here we sit today. I'm not holding nothing against him, and I'm not trying to kick him while he's down either. The same thing when Auntie Donna said in another video there, I said it before as well, right? Sickness is for all of us. You live long enough, you're going to get your share. I talked to my auntie the other day, big up Auntie Marine, my favorite auntie. Auntie Marine said, you know, we call it a package. God give everyone away a package. You don't know where your package is going to be. Some people package is HIV. They have to go deal with that. Some people pack, and them never have to wild out themselves. Is a good woman with their yard, will love her husband, take care of the family, and the dirty boy go out the door with him double lifestyle, come in and infect her. Right? She trying to be a good wife. Now she have to deal with that. Our next person, Alzheimer's early early dementia kick in, lose your mind, you walk road for no reason. Our next person, stomach cancer, our next person, brain cancer, the whole of we are going to get a package. So sickness is for all of us. So I don't kick people and I don't play when it comes to sickness. You understand? So I do this and we are going to laugh about some things we have to laugh about and say what we have to say. But at the end of the day, this is my way of putting this on advertisement. So whoever wants to help, you notice me not cut the video when Pastor give out his number, when Auntie Dana give out our contact, because I'm not just doing it just for that part when them talk. I go do the funny part, you know, because we take serious thing, make joke. That's just our culture or humor. However, please know that I'm never joking about anybody's sickness. Yeah? Right. So back to this now. She call up Shauna Chin. She call up Amari. Me said to myself when me see the video, me say, which one of we man can call up with exes? I said, boy, things are go bad right now, you know, you have to help me out. And, you know, I just don't feel like she should have. Every girl who did get a walk off and you need to give something back and all this. What this has done, it has put Amari and Shauna Chin in a bad place, believe it or not, because social media works different. What the people are thinking is Shauna Chin destroyed him, stole all his money, and that's why he went back to the gully. Or that's why fame never lost. Not the case. Not true. What they are thinking is Amari nyam him out too after Shauna Chin. And that's why him not have nothing now. Not the case. Not true. But because she was calling on them to help and she was saying, and you know, Auntie Dana might have his best interest at heart and I just saw she talk. I tell people this all the time. I say, our people, you have to understand we're rhythm. You have to understand how we talk and certain things we say. And some people, when they are foreign too long and they fall out of rhythm, they will take some of the stuff you say the wrong way. Right? So I can flip it and try to be funny with it and say, Jesus Christ, she call out. She call Amari out. But I just saw it still. We're full of style and flavor, and sometimes we're out of pocket with what we're saying. But every girl will get a walk off vibe needs to contribute something back, and you know. But it's in the hype of the moment. It wasn't meaning to damage anybody. At the root of it all, she just had to try to get him some help. See? She just had to try to get him some help. So if y'all go help. Now, watch Amari response. Here we go.
Suffer. Auntie Dana, why you come for me? Me never know say my name Deborah Nicholson. Do you see me with a fucking ring? What a blood clot. Me never know say Gully Bop fuck out my pussy clot. I'm on something. So, you know, say, I no go for him ex them when in the blood clot spend money upon. Gully Bop did blood clot spend money upon me. I wake up yesterday, so I did kind of lost. Now I am woke. What the fuck have Gully Bop done for me? That's you, I got blood clot come pan line come bout you come for Amari. Auntie Dana, don't let me tell you about your mama pussy clot. You're bright and out of order. You should have known, say, Amari, not gonna circle your blood clot. No. Gully Bop never come to Amari for help. Gully Bop come to you for help. We get all your praises on earth. You're not even wait till you reach heaven. And you say you can't help him. Why you can't help him?
Hey.
But you have so many bomber clots, stray dog. If that the one to know? When the blood clot, your pussy clot, send over the stray dog to Amari for. Go and fuck his bomber clot and don't call up Amari rascal, pussy clot, name in your blood clot mouth, Auntie Dana. Cause you like everybody else, I look hype. You understand?
Me see the comment them. Listen, yo, Amari chipping up. Yo, Amari, yo, sometimes Amari reach a place so she don't have no care or no behavior. Not true. Me see the yo, my ribs are hot me. Me see the comment them I said that was not Amari's first response. Now here's the thing. Me don't want to play all of Amari response them. Me not gonna catch the whole of them. I did see another one that was, it looked like it did shorter than that. See? But me not gonna play all our response them. I don't know. That's the gist right there. Somebody said she did one before that, and then that was the second one. The first response I saw was pretty short, and it was she was like well reserved and stuff. And then me said, this one here. And I was like, okay, she came back for her. But you must understand what me just said to you. Social media is a funny world. And people who are building their brands on social media understand this. So when you make somebody look like, say, and them nyam out the man and him not have nothing left, and now you beg them for little help because them boops him out and gone, left him, you actually painted a picture of them now where they're going to have to defend themselves. So Amari must have taken it away there. See? Amari must have taken it away there. You know, you hear Auntie Dana say, and all who get a walk off of him, you hear what Amari say, go F him and help him. You help so much stray dog. Why you can't help? This is one you too. Woo! Hey man. Yeah, the other one, she said, I'm me sing Nico, you mash up my life, and all these other things. Me don't know. I saw the other. Let me see if I.
Amari runway Miss Donna regarding Gully Bop.
See it.
I'm on something. So, you know, say no go film X them when in the blood clot spend money pan. Gully Bop did blood clot spend money pan me. I wake up yesterday, so I did kind of lost. Now I am woke. What the fuck have Gully Bop done for me? That's you, I got blood clot, come pan line, come bout, you come for Amari. Auntie Dana, don't let me tell you about your mama pussy clot. You're bright and out of order. You should have known, say Amari not gonna circle your blood clot. No.
It's the same
Gully
one.
Bop never come to Amari for help. Gully Bop come to you for help. We get all your praises on earth. You're not even wait till you reach heaven. And you say you can't help him. Why you can't help him? But you have so many bomber clot stray dogs.
Let's see if it's extended.
When the blood clot, your pussy clot, send over the stray dog to Amari for. Go and fuck his bomber clot and don't call up Amari. Ross clot, pussy clot, name in your blood clot mouth, Auntie Dada. Story yesterday. Only for find out, say the man a lie to me. The man a go blood clot tell me, say,
extended.
In Gully Bop Pound Street. Gully Bop Pound Street and sorry if he man decide for bring him to Auntie Dana to get help. Only for find out, say Gully Bop. Pussy clot up there, man. Don't blood clot play with me. Pussy all. And a dirty, stinking motherfuckers and I thinking they can't trick Mary. Eh? So, when me skin out my pussy on Instagram all over and looking lovely and nice and eatable and edible and everything.
Why? She said when miss uneatable and edible and everything. When she skin out her that was the extended version of the first one, obviously. If there's more out there, then there's more out there. Me don't want to hear no more. We get a general idea of how Amari feel about all this now, right? Right. All right. This is really Sting promotion for real. Here we go, one. Watch Shauna Chin response now. Haven't seen Shauna in a while, right? I was wondering what happened to Shauna Chin because she just disappeared. And actually, she did, I think the last time she performed on Sumfest, she hit the big Sumfest stage. And then, you know, something did go on about relationship with Dexter Daps and them did I say Lisa Hype and Shauna Chin did a fight thrown a Dexter Daps yard. And that was the last controversial anything I heard about Shauna Chin. So she resurfaces. And this is her concerning Gully Bop. Now, see, ready for it? Ifita.
Shauna Chin in tears, Gully Bop sick. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to do none of that. I don't want to follow, I don't want to likes. I don't want to favoritism. But may I ask all who did love the story of from the gully to the money, from rags to riches.
Every girl want to walk off from it, boom. Every girl want to walk off from it, boom. I ask him if you please pray for him. Nothing beat prayers. Him have in ways, but this is not the right way for us to go about giving up on him. Yes, he's disrespectful. Yes, him get a gold spoon in her mouth and dash it away. Yes, but also believe and know say you're human too. And if someone go good for you tomorrow, maybe you don't know how to handle it neither. Only way out in the streets, only way out here in the life. We go through only mental illness. And it's not everybody can handle it. It's not everybody can get rich tomorrow and go for own it. And don't fuck up. It's not everybody who get the final break know of keep it. You don't want to know. And most importantly, because he's a true believer in this. I'm going to see it. And even if someone may not take the advisor from me, I'm going to close out with the advisor.
It look like over TikTok everything there. Everybody has said SouFLo, you need to get a TikTok account and come over there and do some of the shots about these things. You know, I'm just not really in it. But TikTok looks very festive. It look like that's all the things are going. I don't know what to make of Shauna Chin crying like that over Gully Bop. Cause on one hand, may I say, you know, you can't tell somebody how to feel. Me just there this morning, I'm looking at, I type in this morning, let me see if I can type it in again on the next computer. I type in Shauna Chin and Gully Bop, and may I look on the picture them, because they had a lot of pictures together when things was hot. You know, I mean, notice when them they all engaged to be married at one point. You can really look on the picture them and like go back on them relationship and see. One thing me notice is this. Shauna kissed Gully Bop one time. And that one kiss, people write her off after that. Because everybody was like, yo, mama, your stomach strong. A cast iron make your belly. And stuff like that, you know, like even if me like a boop him and use him, me not kiss him, not that them out there. Well, me remember the day when them did suck out tongue on these things, and I must admit I cringed too. But kind of back mouth this stay kind of weird. It did have two teeth or did have some green stuff on it, and you know, like two doorposts, but that's who she was with. And they were, you see, I saw a hold up a ring on stage. She's engaged to be married. Yeah, I did cringe King Biggs. And then here they are on a couch. Me make up in them. I go through the picture of them. The whole picture them of them. See there? So let's see. See, they're loving Honey and Boo Boo loving up on the couch right there. The time she did kiss him in her mouth and these things. The time when she bust him head with the padlock right there. And remember, I know Gully Bop say, come home. I'm up on the road doing shows and making dub plates and all these things. And him come home and Shauna Chin empty out the place. Empty out the house. And him also said what she did was can put her in control of the money every time she did buy something for him. She buy something for herself too. And she did have her own thing on the side. Like she had planned to left him, but she had stored it up proper. That was his accusation back then. I don't know how true it is, and I don't want to be out here making accusations against anybody, right? As far as I've heard, she's moved on and she's doing pretty well, and she have a successful business as we speak. Store, I believe the store is in Montego Bay, if I'm not sure. I might be wrong. But me notice that through all of the picture them, except for that one kiss there, you know, say every time Bop did put him out, a Shauna Chin face for kiss her, she never make that kiss to happen. She was like, looking at a picture now, looking back in hindsight, it was like 4 stores she have. See it there? Cherish Acacia says she has 4 stores. So from what I've heard, she's doing pretty good. Right? Right. You know, you can look back now and analyze and say, boy, she never want to kiss him from even back then. Because she looked like she did a hold her breath every time her mouth got next to her mouth. I'm just a look on the sitting them, the picture them. But me I look on Amari picture them with him too. And Amari did look the same way. She looked like, you know, she was holding her breath too. Them did kiss, but no tongue never exchanged. End of the day, here what? Elaine Williams says yes, she has 4 stores. Grace Tennant says she said 2 in Jamaica and 1 in the US. All right. I mean, more power to her, man, and more success to her. And I know also that she's involved in music on a different level as well. Like she understands the copyright part of music, the paperwork part of the music, the business side of the music. So her money will be coming in for sure. And however she flips her money into multiple stores and diversify her portfolio and all these things, big up to her for all of that. The crying online though, she might be feeling a way that we cannot relate to because she and Gully Bop was actually in a real relationship. You see what I say? She might be feeling a way that we cannot relate to. As much as Nuffa we are gonna say it's all fake. As much as Nuffa we are gonna say it's all fake, it's this is that. She have a right to feel a way. And this a man she tongue out, you know. That's back then. You know? I don't know if you as a woman picture yourself exchanging tongue with this fella right here. But I mean, she literally went to hell and back. Don't it? Yeah, this is hell. She went to hell and back. So she's emotionally attached more than we are. She did. You ever there on some people and then it's like you start like them, even though everybody cast them off. You know, you start like them for whatever the reason is, and it's like someone man, you know, with some creature looking man like, and you know everybody's like Jesus Christ, man. I know why someone there with him ugly or frig, and someone is like, yeah, but he's my honey boo boo, and him, and you know, me see something in I am West other people don't see. And he's the nicest person ever, and him kill me with laugh and make me laugh them a week, and him, you know, he's so loving and he's so caring and he's this and he's that. That's what it is. That's what it is. So she feel it from a different angle. Well, feel it from a different angle, for sure. But she feel it from a different place than we do. So we not gonna ball over Gully Bop, but she will. End of the day, the message is get him some help. See, if you can help, help. Now, here's the thing. No one is obligated to help you. And I want my people them to understand this. No one is obligated to give you a thing. You know, we reach out now on social media more than anything ever before. As soon as anything happens, people start beg and ask for help, and any little thing you can give will do, and all these things. I guess it's because we're living in a world where social media has taken over and we can find use for it. Like back in the day, you used to have to write a letter, right? So you write, send go ask some of your family, them are foreign. If you can send me $100 because I have one appointment to come up with this something here, and I have to sign up for school or so and so. Mommy don't have it, and blah blah blah. And then you wait till it come back in a mail. But now we have social media. And now we have people that have built sizable platforms who you can go to and say, yo, SouFlo, run that story for me and try get me some help, please. Right? Shout out to Soninka Solar, by the way. I'm working with Soninka Solar for people who want to light up them place. Solar, not including JPS and them kind of something there. You'll see the ads here and there and everywhere. And they also do your installation or such and teach you how to work it. But other than that, back to this story. I feel some type of way looking at Gully Bop and seeing him like that. You know? I mean, I laugh about no man's sickness. The man look like him weigh about 100 pounds soaking wet. My concern was, what was he sick with? You know, people come and put up a post and say, Jesus Christ, so-and-so dead. R.I.P. my brethren. And you're like, I just seen 2 days ago, like, how him dead? What happened? And they never leave. Them never tell us him drop off a bike, car lick him down, him commit suicide, gunman shot him. You don't know what the case is. Same thing for Gully Bop. I check on YouTube, and on YouTube alone, Gully Bop has been asking for help for about 7 years now. 6 to 7 years now. The last video me see was 7 years ago, says Gully Bop asking for help. I see our next video from Unstoppable that was a couple of years ago that says Gully Bop's intestines are hanging out. Now, I've worked in this type of field before, right? Remember OT, middle. So I've worked in this type of field before, so I know if intestines are hung out, that sounds like a colostomy bag. But they're not explaining it. Me here, Auntie Dana is trying to get him help. But if I'm trying to get help for somebody and I say, him need bags. Him need shopping bags, grocery bags, back to school bags. What kind of bag you talk? Right? So it's important to explain to the people, like, listen, he has this, that, and the other. The patients that I worked with that I saw needed bags, they had a stoma, which is where they put a hole in your side of your belly and they go into your intestines. This is how you do through the side of your belly now, right? And that bag needs to be changed quite often. So this was the last person I worked with that had this condition. He had colon cancer, actually. And he passed away shortly after, which was an older man. So if this had a condition where Gully Bop have, then it's a grave condition. To get to the stage where you're on a colostomy with this condition, no, I don't know, because they're not telling me that that's what he has. I'm just saying from my experience, who me work with will have that. Usually at them kind of stuff there are going. So we need to know if we're going to help him, we need to know what kind of bags. Or if it is it just his intestines ruptured and them, but that don't make no sense. So I don't know. Some of my medical people help me out. Some of the people them who talk to Gully Bop or who knows more of his condition help we out. So we can help him properly. Can you hear when me up here, sir, right? Does he need shopping bags? Back to school knapsack bag? What kind of bag? So it's important to know his condition so we can help him. But if nobody now come out, and you know how we stay ready till we hide sickness. Like we don't want to come tell everybody, say, Lord God, me have colon cancer. Or me have this or me have that. We prefer just tell people say we need bags. And them can't help because them don't know what kind of bag we are talking about. Dirty cup. Bosun don't have nothing to do with. Bosun wouldn't make them have to. That's a hernia. And a hernia wouldn't make them have to put a bag on you. A hernia wouldn't. I don't know if you ever see this stuff close up enough. But I'm telling you how it is close up. So there's a hole in your side, right? And you pretty much see your intestines coming through that hole that's in the side of your belly. If you have to look down upon this every day, there's a great level of depression that goes with it. You feel me? Regardless of whatever the condition is, where I'm having, if I cancer or what, it sounds like that's what it is to me. But there's a great level of depression that goes with it. You know, your body identity, how you see yourself in front of the mirror, and all these things. You're basically watching yourself die if you can't get rid of it. Because you're telling yourself, okay, something wrong with me, but may I try to fix it, but it now go away. And I can't do it through my bottom no more. I have to do it through my side. I remember one patient I was working with, then put a plug in his butthole and a stomach cut in him side. So him have a bag on him side, and he had a plug, a drainage plug in his booty hole. Yo, we need to take care of ourselves, you know, because some serious something out there. And this man, every time him sit down, he would wince and just to sit down, and it would get sore. I mean, ask him, you all right and stuff, and you have to sit on a pillow, and he would have to sit sideways like this, and the plug was draining mucus. Thick mucus, like you ever have cold bad, and you hawk it up, and you see the big thick cold come out. Just that come out from the rear end area, and his doo-doo is coming out the side of his belly. So it's a very depressive kind of condition to have. So all fun and joke aside, if I that Gully Bop depan, he is in grave need of help, right? Yeah, Angel D, yak. But I saw a reality, and it can happen to any one of us, right? So I guess I'm trying to say, man, help in whatever way you can, you know? And regardless of whatever help you're given is temporary. Whatever help you're given is temporary. Life is temporary. Life temporary for me and you, even. Life temporary for the man who is sick and dead before me and you. It's just not our time come yet, but few time I come too. So if we could, and I know some people are going to say, SouFLo, a whole heap of people out there need help besides Gully Bop. We can't help them too. We can't help everybody. But if we could zero in on one situation and, you know, help like a family, put energy towards one situation, we could probably make a big difference in that one situation. I'll close out by saying this. The man that I'm talking about, not the one that had the drainage plug, he was a bit younger. The older man, that about what did have it in his side, I remember seeing him and I thought to myself, this don't look good. Because he was my first experience with seeing one, and watching the nurses change it and everything. I mean, I said to myself, it don't look good. So the weekend when I was leaving the facility, I said to one of the nurses, I said, yo, I don't think Mr. So-and-so is going to make it through the weekend. And he was up and talking normal, but I go through him thing with him thing on him side. And I came back Monday morning to work. And that's the first time they were like, how did you know that? I said, how did I know what? They said, Mr. So-and-so passed away yesterday. I said, get out of here. They're like, yeah, dead serious. He passed away yesterday. And you called it before you left on Friday. I said, damn. So nobody come run out and talk about boy, big up Gully Bop and Gully Bop this and try fling flowers after the man dead. The man dead in a desperate condition, and you know say Gully Bop full of pride. And you know say Gully Bop not afraid to cuss anybody. And you know what? At the end of the day, not saying that it's right or anything, but I just saw him steal. See it? So at the end of the day, I don't really want to be rewarding good behavior and disrespect, but help if you can help, y'all, man. Help if you can help. You know, so you're like a good seed of karma and just know, say, it'll come back around to you. So I'm going to leave it right there this morning for that. All right? Yes, I've seen death in my patient's eyes, Onika St. John Jones said. Yes, the way how he was looking at me that day when I'm talking to him on Friday, something in my spirit just said, the man here longer there, he longer make out the weekend. And he didn't. He didn't. And looking at Gully Bop in that picture, in that video, where Auntie Donna is asking for help, we're going to play the video one more time before we go out of here, so it's fresh in everybody's consciousness. Seeing the way how he looks in this video, I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I know how Jamaican people still, you call long dead pan the man and all that. No, I'm speaking from experience. Him not look like him have much longer left. It don't look good. He doesn't look like he have much longer left. I saw another video of Gully Bop standing at a hospital, and he was arguing, or him did a laugh and get joke with some people, but he was also cussing out somebody else. And it's the same old suck out your mother and all that, right? And it was right before this video. And the way how he looked, him look real thin. You know when you can just tell, say death is near and the sickness turn up. Yeah. So him not looking, see ya. Take a good look, you know.
Gully Bop, the entertainer, over here seeking help in the planka shop.
See him?
Him is sick and we're calling out. Auntie Donna cannot help him. We're calling out all the entertainment fraternity. We used to work with ex-girlfriend and everybody Gully Bop need help. I have him over on a YouTube live over on YouTube. Come on over there to watch. Anybody sickness can take. That's why people don't say take sickness because people. Pastor, bring him come here. See Pastor here. Gully Bop don't have a phone. We're asking Amari, and who you did there with again? The Chinese lady. Miss Chin. Yes. Miss Chin and all of your next girlfriend, them where you did have. If you even come up with even a $50 or $100 Auntie Donna plane, all the site them will put your pink wall everywhere. All of the site them will always put him up. One me beg gonna share this so that Gully Bop can get help. Then bring him come at 99 for help. And he do have a phone and he need bags. Every girl will get a work and fine. See somebody put it up in the comment. Please. No laughing planka shop. We're serious. This is a serious thing. Him sick and he didn't have the money or food. Yes, a food too?
Yeah, man.
You don't have any children, Mr. Gully Bop? No disrespect, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So we are there. All right.
Between me and you, I'm afraid to talk, and I'm worse on the people in the room.
So you never look after your children then?
I never look after them, and mind them with them. Some of them, they know them mama.
All right. So Mr. Gully Bop, guys, please meet me over on the YouTube channel, Dana Go. We want to help the Gully Bop calling out all the entertainers. Him sick, and then bring him come at 99. So 99 is the headquarters. All right. So meet me over on the YouTube and my phone I got dead while I can't stay on it long. All right. So if you can Amari me know ya, let me make a public plea for you. Miss Amari, let me put it on me. No disrespect. I know that you are
We're not gonna go back through the Miss Amari part. We already hear how Amari feel about all that. But that's go over Auntie Donna platform, people, and go see what you can do for help Gully Bop. Somebody said, this is my last comment, and then we're out of here. Kaz said, stick up in. Did they ask for help for Freddie? We're talking about Freddie McGregor, legendary big ship captain Freddie McGregor. No. They didn't have to ask for help for Freddie McGregor because if you know, Freddie McGregor is not only foundational, groundational. Freddie McGregor having business sewed up, stitched up. His children have their business sewed up, stitched up. Them understand the music and the business side of the music. So them not have to go for no handouts, right? They didn't live that kind of life. Remember, I know Gully Bop just get him liquor bus and then it fade away like quickly. Some people are saying he could have rode that 15 minutes of fame to forever fame and be a big part of the fraternity, of the music fraternity, but him squander it and dash it to okay, whatever. The difference between him and Freddie McGregor is a big contrast. Okay? Shout out to Freddie McGregor them and the McGregors. Big respect to them as well. But Gully Bop needs help. He's down and out. Down and out. That's all. And as you can see in the video, him not look good. Somebody say he ain't gonna make it out to the end of the year. I don't know, but him don't look like he looks like he has that look on him where when me see it, me usually predict that next is going to be a RIP. So he's doing pretty bad. But we've seen people go to the brink of death and come back. So we're not cast death on him. We're just saying he's not looking too good. So help wherever you can. All right. With that said, manners and respect to each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Big up yourself. And I'll catch you tomorrow morning right here. God spare my life on Morning Thoughts. God bless you. Walk good, people. And don't be afraid to put yourself in other people's shoes. We are all humans. And anything will happen to somebody else can happen to you as well. All right? I'm out. Peace.